The biggest mistake you can make in 2026 isn't moving to the wrong house. It's staying in the one that stopped working for your life 3 years ago.
So in the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through the 5 types of Kenosha homeowners who regret staying put.
We're Chad and Aalia Scott. We're your Kenosha area realtors, and we've been in real estate long enough to see what happens when people stay in their house too long, and it's usually not pretty. The regret just is not great. If you have questions about staying in your house too long or what happens next, what the next steps are, you can call or text us at 262-331-1621 or book a consultation on our website at chadscottrealty.com.
Type number 1, the outgrower. This is a family that legitimately needs more space, but they keep telling themselves that they're going to make it work.
You can tell you're that kind of family because you have usually 2 kids that are sharing a bedroom, but they're just going to be that age where they really shouldn't be sharing a bedroom anymore.
Or you're working from home in a converted corner of your bedroom and you're going insane.
Usually because your wife keeps coming in there and bothering you while you're trying to work.
The house functionally doesn't work anymore for your family or your life anymore.
But you keep staying because the mortgage is low, you love the neighborhood, moving feels like such a hassle, and you keep telling yourself that just a few more years, the rates will come down, prices will come down, and we'll finally move. But here's the problem. Those few years keep adding up, and it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years later.
It's the stress tax, the cramp space tax, the constantly frustrated with your living situation tax.
And that tax is higher than you think.
And we see this all the time. Families who wait until the situation gets so bad that they're forced to move in a panic. And then they make the worst decision, and because they're so desperate.
If you know they need more space, waiting to move eventually doesn't make it any easier. It just delays the inevitable.
Now, if you're genuinely happy and the space works, fine. But if you're constantly rearranging furniture, covering closets into offices, and wishing you had one more bedroom, you're not making it work. You're just enduring it. And the regret 5 years from now is going to be, why didn't we just do this sooner?
Type number 2 is the commute sufferer. This person is driving 45 minutes to and from work every single day.
And you bought the house because it was cheaper, or because you like the neighborhood, or because of the time of the commute didn't seem so bad.
But now you're spending 90 minutes in the car every single day. That's 7.5 hours to 10 hours a week. 400 to 500 hours a year in the car.
That's literally 3 weeks of your life just sitting in traffic.
And I get it. Moving closer to work means maybe higher prices, maybe worse schools, maybe leaving a neighborhood that you love.
But here's a math nobody talks about.
Let's say moving 20 minutes closer to work costs you an extra $300 an extra a month in mortgage. That sounds like a lot, but you're also saving in gas, car maintenance, and time.
And that time you can't buy back. We had a client a few years ago who was commuting from Kenosha to Northbrook every single day, in an hour and 15 minutes each way. He kept saying, "It's fine, I listen to podcasts." But then his kids started playing soccer, and he was missing games because he couldn't get back in time. And that's when it hit him. The house wasn't the problem, the location was.
Well, he moved. He took on a slightly bigger mortgage, and 6 months later, he told us, "I should have done this years ago. My life is so much better now."
If your commute is hurting your quality of life and you can afford to fix it, waiting doesn't make sense.
Type number 3, the rate hostage. This is the person that keeps saying that interest rates are going to go down next year. I'll just wait till the interest rates go down.
This homeowner is actually sitting at 2.75 to 3% mortgage from the 2020 to the 2021 era. However, and they need to move. They want to move, but they're paralyzed because of giving up that sweet rate.
And they rationalize it. They say that rates will come down eventually. We'll just wait another year and we'll just ride it out till those rates come down to a reasonable rate, or what they consider a reasonable rate. And meanwhile, they're living in the wrong house, wrong size, wrong location, and wrong schools.
And here's what I need you guys to understand. So you're not married to the mortgage rate. You're actually married to your life. And if your life has changed, new job, new priorities, new kid, but your house hasn't, you're making a trade-off.
And that trade-off might not be worth it. Sure, rates are higher right now than they were, but let's be honest, they were artificially low for a really long time. And current rates really aren't that crazy when you look at them realistically.
And here's another thing that nobody talks about. If you stay in a wrong house because of a rate, and rates do come down in 2 years, you're still going to be commuting or competing with everyone else who was waiting. And prices are probably going to be higher.
So you didn't actually win anything, you just delayed the inevitable.
And now if you genuinely love your house and the rate is just a nice bonus, cool, stay.
But if that's the only reason that you're staying is because of the rate and everything else about the house is just wrong for your life, then you're being held hostage by your rate, and that's just a number. The retirement procrastinator. Aalia, what is a retirement procrastinator?
This is an empty nester or soon to be an empty nester that actually knows that they need to downsize. However, they keep putting it off.
The kids are gone and the house is way too big for them. The yard work is way too much and the maintenance is way too expensive and too much for them.
But you're staying because it's a family home, you're emotionally attached, and you think you'll do it when you retire, or you're worried of making the wrong decision. And here's the problem.
Every year, it just keeps getting harder and harder. Not financially, but logistically. You just can't do it anymore.
And downsizing isn't just selling a house and buying a smaller one. It's sorting through 20 to 30 years of accumulated stuff and deciding what to keep, what to donate, and what to throw out. And the longer you wait, the more stuff there is.
We see this constantly. People in their late 60s, early 70s who finally decide to downsize, and the process is so overwhelming that it takes them 2 years to decide. And by the time that they've decided to downsize, they're exhausted.
Versus the people who do it at 60 or 62 when they still have the energy and the clarity to make good decisions.
So here's our advice. If you know that you're going to downsize eventually, do it when you're still young and healthy and you're ready to do it.
And mentally sharp. Because the regret isn't the downsizing too early, it's from waiting too long that the process becomes miserable. And by the way, this goes for relocating to a retirement-friendly state too. If you've been thinking about moving to Florida or Arizona for 10 years, stop talking and start planning, because someday has a way of turning into, I wish we had done this sooner.
Finally, the 1 more year person.
This is a homeowner who's been saying 1 more year, or for the past 3 years, we'll move next year when the market is better.
Or when the rates finally come down.
We'll move when the kids finish school year.
We'll move when we have more money saved up.
And every year there's a new reason to wait.
Now, sometimes waiting totally makes sense. If you're in the middle of a job or transition or dealing with a health issue and you're just generally not ready, well, you should really wait then.
If you've been in that planning mode for years and nothing is actually stopping you except fear or inertia, you're not waiting for the right time.
You're just avoiding that decision.
And here's what happens.
3 years go by, you're still in the same house, your kids are 3 years older, your commute is 3 years longer, and your retirement is 3 years closer.
And that perfect time you were waiting for?
It just never came.
Because here's the truth. There is no perfect time to move.
The market is always going to have something going on. Rates are always going to fluctuate. Life is always going to be complicated.
The question isn't is this the perfect time? The question is this house?
If the answer is no and you can afford to move, the best time to do it was probably last year. And the second best time is now.
Here's what we really want you to take from this.
The decision to move or stay isn't about what the market is doing. It's about what your life needs right now.
And sometimes the smartest financial decision is the one that doesn't look great on a spreadsheet.
Yes, rates are higher than they were right now. And yes, moving is expensive. And yes, it's disruptive.
But you know what? You know what also is expensive?
Spending 5 more years in a house that just doesn't work for you. Losing 500 hours a year to a commute and putting off retirement because you feel overwhelmed on the size of your house.
Those costs don't show up in a mortgage calculator, but they're real.
And they add up.
So here's the filter we use with our clients. So if you can clearly articulate why staying makes sense and that the reason is still going to be true in 2 years, then stay. But if your reason for staying is vague, the timing just doesn't feel right, or we'll do it eventually, that's usually fear talking and not logic.
And fear is a terrible financial advisor.
So we're not saying to move, you should move impulsively. We aren't saying that you should panic.
We are saying that if you know in your gut that your house isn't right for your life anymore, then you should trust that.
So because the regret from waiting too long is worse than the regret from moving a year too early, at least when you move, you're making progress. When you wait, you're just stuck. So the 5 types most likely to regret not moving in 2026 are what, Jad?
You have the outgrower,
The commute sufferer,
the rate hostage,
the pre-retirement procrastinator.
and the 1 more year person.
And if you see yourself in these, it doesn't mean that you have to move tomorrow. It just means you need to be honest with yourself about whether staying is actually the smart play or just a comfortable one. Because those aren't always the same.
If you're in this position and you probably should move, but you're just not sure, we are happy to talk it over with you. No pressure, no agenda, just a real conversation about what makes sense.
Links in the description to book a call or just send us an email. And if this helped clarify something for you, hit subscribe, because next week we're going to break down the 3 biggest misconceptions about the Kenosha market right now and why they're costing people money. We'll see you then.